Quiet on the set.
Camera speed.
Sound production, take 1.
Action!
Welcome back to the show of shows. It's the AKAPAD Film Buff podcast. Now look. We're talking about a streaming show today. Is that a film? Are streaming shows something you can get Buffy about? I don't know. I'm not into that science. But guys, Ryan Coogler, they put this guy's name in front of the show. They used his name for a lot of the shills that have done their work, their black magic around the show, where they say that things are great. There's so much fake commentary now, fake reactions, fake reviews. It just distorts everything. But we gotta contend with it. This show, the Film Buff, we push back against it. We try and be fair, try and be honest. But they put Ryan Coogler in front of the show on the heels of Sinners coming out. And Sinners, A.K. Patters, I wasn't too crazy about Sinners. I do think Coogler, his work on Creed, his work on Black Panther, I think it's inspiring work. I think he's created templates to move forward. How you bring back, how you expand on the character's legacy that no one thought of with Creed. How do we introduce a character like Black Panther? Because there's other characters like Black Panther out there. But, how do we enter into this world? What type of adventure, what type of relationships can we expect around characters like Black Panther? I think it's important stuff. In preparation of Ironheart, as between the weeks that I think they dropped all episodes in 2 weeks. I rewatched Wakanda Forever, just looking for something. And I got pretty far into the movie where I'm just like, I'm okay watching the movie. So initially with Wakanda Forever, I had to break when Namor visited Wakanda and kind of gave his threat, tried to put down the law. I said that scene is really what breaks the movie for me. It's important to identify when something swerves for you. It is. So maybe Wakanda Forever not as bad as I thought when I first saw it, but it's still not like great. It's still not MCU level. I think a part of the fever around Ironheart is the bar has lowered a lot for the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and when we talk about these things, it's like what avenue, what position do we take? How do we talk about it? We say this a lot because everything can be like a 2-hour conversation, but it can't be. So what exactly is Ironheart? It's a female Tony Stark. It's a female Iron Man. It's a girl that has a chip on her shoulder. She has something to prove. And nothing will stand. Nothing will stand in her way. I think that's a good way to sum up her origin. We're first introduced to the character in Wakanda Forever. But she just invents things, and it's like, whatever. Whatever you need invented, Ironheart can do it. The point to make is eventually Disney's going to lose the copyright for all of these characters. So they need proxies in place. Right? They lost Steamboat Willie recently. Mickey Mouse, like, how does that happen? Oh my God. So maybe that's a part of the bigger play. Maybe it's just a little bit of smart business. But the character is selfish. The character is villainous. The things we see Riri do in this series make you question if she's a good guy or a bad guy. Isn't that wild? Riri Williams, I think, challenges the audience. It's not black and white. Not a she's not a easily likable character. And you get that in the series. I think some of the elements of this series that are easy are the design work for her armor. I think some of the actions there. And we have this criminal underworld element. We have the Hood. They bring in the Hood. Fantastic villain. I think one of the issues, though, one of the real issues with this show is that we didn't give her the right villains. I don't know why. Her facing off against the Hood, it doesn't quite. It doesn't quite move with the character. The Hood is one of the better modern day Marvel creations. It's a character that has part of Doctor Strange's Strange Shroud, and he's weaponized it and he uses it for evil. It's Dormammu's shroud, or it's like a artifact or a piece from another Marvel character. It's really cool stuff. But he's a flat out villain. I mean, you could do it. I mean, that's a part of the Marvel universe where you can mash characters together. So maybe that's a part of it. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this is more comic book accurate on that tune. But then the series wraps up with Mephisto, the devil, reveals himself and hints that there's been a lot more of the MCU that he's been a part of and infecting and changing. And then you're like, holy crap. The end of the series is significant. I think it's powerful. I think it's good storytelling, but it puts the character Riri Williams right on the fence of being a hero or a villain. Riri Williams accepts a deal from the devil to get her friend back, and we end the series with her friend back. Those who want to do good and heroes, well, they will accept the loss and move on, right? Like we know these parables. I think that this is a emotionally complex series and character, and I don't think it's easy to digest in one pass, in one viewing. But, and there's always a but, the series didn't land. It's not good for Disney. It's not good for Marvel. It's not good for the theme park stuff, right? Because you need new characters for merchandise and all these other things. And you give something 6 effing hours. I think this was 6 episodes. You give it 6 effing hours. And you can't sell the idea. You just can't do. You give it 6 hours, and another 2.5 with Wakanda Forever, highly anticipated movie, highly anticipated, right? You guys remember the hype for Wakanda Forever, and you still can't sell the character. So it's like, come on. Riri never resonated in the comics. I'm not sure if the Riri has moments within the comics. It's all stuff like that. It's bad. It's bad business all over. So the character doesn't like. If they go the villain route for her and really make her like an evil Tony Stark, criminal Tony Stark, I think people will come around to the character. But if that doesn't happen, then she is a hero. She's going to have one of the most frustrating, complicated, conversation-worthy origins of all of them. The crazy thing is we quickly accept heroes, we accept their origins, and we move on to the story. We just want to get the origin out of the way. It's a comic book thing. I don't know, AKAPAD. I'm really, to be straight up, to be honest, I'm still on the fence about this show. I'm not really sure how I feel about it, because I'm confused if Riri Williams is a hero or a villain in this show. Maybe you guys can help me.
Okay, that's a wrap.